Hi guys, FPL Postie here. Just dropping a quick YouTube video to run through my game week 28 and show you how I got on. As you can see, it was a really good and productive week for me. A massive 75 points. I'm absolutely buzzing with that total. Let's have a quick run through of how my team got on at the weekend. We'll start off with Aston Villa versus Bournemouth. Obviously, a nice, comfortable 3-0 win at Villa Park, which nearly everyone expected, to be honest with you. Watkins didn't get on the goal sheet, but he did get an assist, which was great. A nice little 5 points for Ollie Watkins there. I jokingly said on Instagram on Saturday morning, I would love a Tyrone Mings hat-trick because he's a big differential at the back line there. Well, he didn't get a hat-trick, but he did get a 12-point haul, about as good as you could get for an Aston Villa defender, to be fair. He assisted, he kept a clean sheet, and he also grabbed all 3 bonus. So that 12 was a fantastic start to my game week. Brentford 1, Leicester City 1. Obviously, Leicester grabbed a goal. Maddison got the assist, which was great, 4 points for me. But it did mean that Raya and Ben Mee lost their clean sheet points, so they only came out with 2 apiece. What really frustrated me in this game is that the goal that Leicester got was by Harvey Barnes. And all last week, I kept banging on about how I'm going to bring in Harvey Barnes. He's a massive differential at 1.6 ownership. And at the last minute, all I kept seeing was Ben Chilwell's face over Instagram and social media. And I jumped massively on the bandwagon and decided to swap out a Stupinan for Chilwell instead of Matoma for Barnes. I really thought that Chilwell would at least get a clean sheet against Everton, to be fair. Maybe even a cheeky assist, I don't know. But 2-2 at the Bridge. What on earth is Potter doing at Chelsea, honestly? He's having a nightmare, ain't he, the boy? Not to worry, 1 point for Chilwell. So then going into Sunday's game, I needed Arsenal to bang Crystal Palace, and I thought they would. I think it's absolute insanity that they decided to get rid of Vieira on the eve of a visit to the Emirates, especially as Arsenal be fired up after their dramatic exit from Europe at the weekend, on Wednesday evening at the Hands of Sport in Lisbon. Now, every man and his dog who's got Kane captained in this weekend, and when they were 3-1 up against Southampton, Kane had got a goal. He was on 3 bonus. I thought, here we go. We're going to get punished by another Spurs player here. Thankfully, there was a Theo Walcott-led fight back by Southampton, and it ended 3-3. Kane didn't get any bonus points. He didn't get any more attacking returns either. So anyone that captained Kane got 12 points. So I thought as long as Saka can match that on Sunday against Palace, I'll be so happy with that. Well, he got an assist early on. I thought, brilliant. As long as he keeps the clean sheet, he's on the same points as Kane. We're on for a good one. And then he got 2 goals as well. Absolute man of the match performance by the lad. Absolutely buzzing. Martinelli chipped in with a goal as well. It's unfortunate that Arsenal did concede because obviously I've got Gabriel in the team as well. But hey, it is what it is. 75 points. Absolutely buzzing with that. So let me show you what that did for my overall rank as we scroll down the screen. Another green arrow. That's 5 green arrows in 6 game weeks, which is fantastic form for us at the moment. Up to 26k. Well, just under 27k. Fantastic. I'm absolutely buzzing about it. My target for this season was to get 100k or better. We're well in with that at the moment. I mean, dare I say it? Are we looking at a 10k finish? Maybe. There's a long way to go yet. A long way to go yet. And to be honest with you, I think this might be the highest I'll be this season. And I'll explain why in a minute. As we scroll back up the team, up the screen, sorry. It's nice to see that we are top of a lot of mini leagues, a lot of big mini leagues as well, going into the international break. Great psychological advantage here, going into a long international break, top of your mini leagues. All your rivals are looking at you like from below. It's a great psychological advantage, and it can push some managers into making some crazy or rash decisions and transfers. So it's a great psychological advantage there. Let's have a look at my team. Although, obviously, the deadline is far away, I've just noticed that the deadline is the 1st of April. That's April Fool's Day. Wouldn't it be mad if FPL played a trick on us and, swapped the deadline time to, 10 a.m. or something, like 10:30 just to trick us? That'd be an absolute nightmare, wouldn't it? But anyway, this is my team at the moment for game week 29. I've got a transfer, which I could use if I wanted to. I've tried to set my team up as best I can with double game weekers. I've not really bothered with the bench though, because as you can see, I used my bench boost back in game week 9, which I am massively regretting now. It was a good idea at the time. It got me 20 points back in game week 9 and boosted me up the overall rankings. But obviously, I knew I'd regret it further on down the line. And here we are, further on in the season. I would love a bench boost this week. Unfortunately, we haven't got one, so we've just got to roll with it, haven't we? I've got all double game weekers apart from obviously Haaland, Saka, Martinelli and Gabriel. So I have got a transfer. I could swap one of them out for a double game weeker, but I'm not sure I'm going to. Basically because obviously Arsenal are playing really, really well. If I was going to change one of them, it was obviously be like Martinelli or Gabriel. But there's no double game week defenders. I would really want to swap for Gabriel. So I think I'm going to roll with how I'm doing. Even though Haaland's only got the 1 game week, he's at home against Liverpool. And the Norwegian is an absolute machine of a man, isn't he? He's capable of banging 3, 4, 5 goals past any team in the world. So, although he's only got 90 minutes instead of 180 like all the rest of my team, that's more than enough time for Haaland to do his thing. Especially as Man City dominate possession in nearly every game. They have like 70% possession in every game. Especially being at home. He's going to get chances. And Liverpool are just so erratic this season. They are the ultimate Premier League flip-flop team at the moment. You never know what you're going to get with them. So, at the moment, I think I might roll my transfer into game week 30 and just go with what I've got at the moment. Captaincy is a bit of a 1. At the moment, it's on Matoma. It might swap to Tony. Probably not, actually, because if he gets a booking against Brighton, he'll be suspended for the tough trip to Man United. So, yeah, I think I might just stick with how I am, to be honest with you. I've got money in the bank, so I could swap Martinelli to Bruno Fernandes or something like that. Or maybe even go back to Harvey Barnes, like I was mentioning for the last week. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with how I am. Other news, obviously the FA Cup games are over the weekend, which means that we now know for sure that in game week 32, there will be blanks for Man U, Man City and Chelsea. And Brighton as well, obviously, because they're into the semi-final. In this 2-week international break, we should hopefully find out what double game weeks are going to be officially added to game week 34, which will really help my planning. So do not make any rash transfers now. You've got so many days until the 1st of April. You've got international fixtures to look out for. Will be a little bit more clued up about those international players that are travelling across the other side of the world, what they're, expected, if they'll be able to come back in time to play in one of the fixtures. So do not rush. There is so much international football to be played in between now and when the Premier League starts back up again. So don't panic, don't rush. Just enjoy the time off from FPL. And yeah, just chill. Thanks for listening, guys.